Hello everyone. Let's start with today's topic. So in most of the interviews, your interviewer might ask you this question almost every time in a front-end development or a JavaScript interview to write the own implementation of map and filter. So let's start with this. I've created a project and added two files, index.html and script.js. Let's write down the code. So for this HTML document, let's rename it to map and filter implementation. And in the body, let's add the script via script tag. Let's source dot slash script.js. So if I write console.log script here, it should print the same on console which it is printing. Okay, so now let's first understand what map does. So let me declare an array 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 5. Now if I call map on this array, and for every element if I return element plus 5, then this map function is going to return a new array with every element added 5. So if I assign this to a new element, new array, and I console log new array, let's go, element is not, okay, this is the error. Okay, so new array is returned with every element 5 is added. So we have to simply match this functionality. Now let's create our own implementation of map. So I'll put array.prototype.myMap. Instead of map, let's create a myMap function. We'll create a function. Now, what does a map receives? A map receives a callback function which we have sent. So there we will receive a callback function. Now, what our array, this array which we are calling on, on this map we are calling on this array. So this array will be received as the context on which this function is called, on which this my map is called. So array will be present as this inside my function. Also, since I have to return an array, so I'll create a temporary array which I'll update and simply return. Now we will run a for loop. I should be less than array.length and I plus plus. Now for every iteration of my map, we will add the returned value from this callback function to the new array which we are returning. So here temp is the new array which we will be returning. So we will push the items of this callback function which will be returned from this callback function to temporary array. And in this callback function, our first argument is the element for which the iteration is going on. Second argument is the index, and third argument is the array itself. So how we will do this? In callback, we'll put this first argument as array index, the element at that array index. Second is the index, which is I itself, and third is the complete array, which is array. Now, once this is done, we'll simply return the temporary array. So now if I replace this my map with my map, this should work the same way our map worked. And yes, it worked. I'm refreshing the page and the output is still same 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this was for map. Now let's go to filter. In case of filter, it returns only those elements. In case of filter, the function returns only those elements for which the return statement is true or a truly statement. For example, if I return element is greater than 3, I save and I refresh the page, so only 4 and 5 are returned. For example, this filter function run, and for every element it checked if this element is greater than 3. For 1 it is not, 2 it is not. Only for 4 and 5 this condition uh, is true, then only those values will be added to the new array. So let's write the implementation of filter array.prototype dot my filter. In case of filter, we'll create the function. Again, we'll receive a callback this time as well. Here also, let's declare our array with the current context we are receiving. With this, we'll again need a temporary array because we will be returning an array from here. We'll again go with the for loop. I missed them arr.length I plus plus. Now, since I already told you that in case of filter, we are returning if this statement is true. We are returning this element to the new array if this statement is true. So we will check this here. If I call this callback and the return statement is true, I'll again call this with the same elements, same function parameters which I called it with earlier. If this returned true, then only I'll add the returned value to my new array. Not returned value, basically the current value for the current iteration value for which the loop was running, and will return the temporary array. Let's save this and change this filter to my filter, and let's see if it works the same. Identifier I is unexpected. Okay, this was declared int, it should be declared let. Okay, so it worked. We are receiving 4 and 5 output. So that's it for this video. If you like the video, please do share it and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.